What's going on, man? Can you, can you hear me? What's up, everybody? Welcome to This is KC Sports. I'm your man Bishop. We are way behind because, well, I totally forgot today was Monday. My days have been running together like crazy. I've got so much going on, and yeah, I was literally just playing with this little hoverball toy with my son, and something just like, hey, dude, today's Monday. What the hell? So, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? My man Franchise is going to join us here in a second. He had to dip out because his side wasn't working, and he was just sitting in here waiting on my ass. And, dude, I 100% forgot today was Monday.
Can
Like,
you first off, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just standing in the kitchen, and me and my son was throwing this little hoverball toy back and forth, and then something was just like, "Dude, today's Monday, bro." And I was like, "Oh shit, shit!" Like my days has been running together. So
Like I was saying at the very beginning, welcome to the 75th episode of this Casey Sports with Bishop and Franchise. And look at what Brandon found in the laundry.
ooh, sharp, sharp.
I've only had it for 4 years, right?
Oh, dude, I still need to get something. Shit.
God. We got some things to talk about, not a lot, but we have some important things to talk about here. Good. Good. It's still there. Let's see if I can fix this up really quick because these are two very important things that we need to let our listeners and viewers and everybody in the IE sports community know. Bishop for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. What is? I
Get him
saw it,
in
and
there.
then I saw this one too, and I'm like,
Get Franchise in the Hall of Fame.
"That's right. That's right."
Your boys with This is KC Sports have been putting in a great bunch of work. Bishop took over the show when I had a leave of absence 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever it was. He's been holding the fort down. Then I just recently came back this summer. I want to say in June or July. We've had some major support with this show and what have you. It's only going to get better from here on out. Changes are coming to be determined, at least on my side, because here we are again. I guess I'm at the end of my training period, which apparently I've passed with flying colors. Let me tell you something. Since we don't really have a lot to talk about, let me just talk about this for a second here. So obviously we see movies and this and that all the time. How a
Mm-hmm.
dispatch officer's life is. You are turning on alarms, you're turning off alarms, you're calling clients. Hey, is this person supposed to be on site? Blah blah blah. Oh my God, what? Chad is mad at Brad because Brad was disrespecting his wife. What? You got all that stuff going on.
Yeah.
Um, and then let's see here. Then you're dispatching officers, so you're doing the 10 codes and this and that. Let me tell you what. I am glad that, and I'm breaking kayfabe on this. I am glad that I dye my beard because right now everything would be white on my face with how stressful that life is. Somehow, I'm able to do all that stuff and still do Brandon stuff, which is watch the Chiefs game on his phone. Thank God my manager wasn't there because she would have had my head.
Yeah.
So she's watching this. Sorry, but it got to a point. I don't know. I don't know about you. I was watching it on Peacock, and then all of a sudden, like I wasn't able to just watch it on my phone. I actually had to go on NBC.com and use up the free 30 minutes because I didn't want to log into my TV provider and watch the game and what happened. Thank God I did because it wouldn't have made sense to what happened with Wright at
Mm-hmm.
the end, um, at least to me. But oh my gosh, I have elephants up on the second floor, and Lucky is scratching at the door frame, and he knows better. Um, oh my God, we can talk about my life as a security dispatch officer later on. That's for That's for another day. Nobody wants to hear about that boring stuff. Well, there are some funny stories, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say them or not. Regardless, though, let's go ahead and take care of some bills right quick.
Do it.
We got to, take care of the people that put food on our tables and the lights through our systems and this and that, what have you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, this is KC Sports right here on IE Sports, your direct feed for all that is sports. And folks, stay right there. We will be right back.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, Single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's up? What's up? We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 75 of This is KC Sports right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. My man Bishop, myself, Brandon the Franchise Buck, and rumor mill, unbeknownst to me, because I am a horrible representative of IE Sports Radio, that we are in the running for Hall of Fame.
Same here, man.
It's about time.
I got work
to do. Time. I'm just kidding. No, really, vote for us. It's great. I retweeted it. Bishop, I believe you retweeted it. It's on our official Twitter. Of course, you can follow us since we're on the topic. You can follow us on the Twitter, on the Gram, the Book of Face, the TikTok, and the YouTube at IE Sports Radio, as well as follow me at Real Franchise. And then, of course, you can follow my man Bishop X Runners with a Z on the end. And then, of course, ours. This is KC_IESR. That is where we can stay interactive with our listeners, with our followers. I don't want to say fans because that's kind of cringy. I don't know. Maybe it's the different platforms that I've been on. I digress. It's okay. We still appreciate all the people that appreciate us. And that is where myself and Bishop, we will be able to communicate with people directly off of that page if you don't follow us on our personal pages, if you will. There's nothing really else to say other than Bishop and Franchise for the Hall of Fame, as it should be. Well, Pat McAfee said it best, and I just have to go ahead and put that out there. The Chiefs are still the Chiefs. And Lucky Balboa says hi. What do you think, man? I mean, we will talk about the game here in a second, but what do you think about that? That was just wild. How in the blue hell are we still getting away with this?
I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know.
I will die on this hill. I really will. But I honestly think Roger Goodell and Andy Reid had a sit-down meeting, and Roger was to Andy like, listen, I understand that you are a powerhouse team, but I need to worry about ratings. So if you can make it a little bit close every single game, that would be great. I swear on the cross tattoo to my forearm, that was the conversation, and I will die on that hill.
That's the narrative I'd rather go with. Or, because I'm surprised no one came out and was like, oh, the refs moved the goalposts, or the refs blew the ball through the goalposts after it doinked off the top left. I don't know how. I don't know why it's happening in this fashion. I just know it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening, and I love it. You really have to be. I'm going to read some stuff here. There are people in this world that there is a humongous difference between just doing some jabs. We do it to Larry all the time about him being a Las Vegas fan.
Mm-hmm.
And he can take it because he gives it right back to us, or whatever the case may be. And then you have those people that are just absolute miserable people. And the humongous difference. One of them has something to do with football. The other one, not necessarily so much, has anything to do with football, but she's affiliated with Kansas City. You have the Broncos fans, you have the Chargers fans, you have the Raiders fans, you have maybe Eagles and this and that here and there. Basically, we'll just say fans outside of Kansas City. And I see it all the time on Facebook and on Twitter and everything like that. There are people who can take an L and they just accept it like, you know what? We didn't play well. This sucks. We move on. Then you have the people that are just hell-bent on, oh, the Chiefs are cheating, blah, 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 blah. I immediately go, and I remember a college buddy of mine whose girlfriend, for lack of better term, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it because it's the best way that I can explain it, is she was groomed to be a Broncos fan with all the toxicity of it, because it's like when the Chiefs win, she's always posting. It's always her. It's never him. But she's always posting about how, the Chiefs cheated somehow. How did this happen? They cheated. And it's blatant, like, no. He's just D-Hop and Xavier and Travis and Pop and Kareem and Pat are just athletically inclined. There's
That's
no
what it
cheating.
is. Yeah.
You know, and then you have the other people. I'm going to read you something here, and I'm going to kind of paraphrase it. It's about Taylor. Let's see here. Taylor Swift gave a whooping $197 million in bonuses to Eras Tour performers crew on top of their salaries.
Shit.
You have a guy who quote tweeted it. He goes, "My father works for her as a truck driver, and he woke up this morning and told me, 'Son, I have good news for you and me. I finally can pay your college.' This whole situation made me cry. I never thought that one day I'd go to college. Thanks a lot, Miss Taylor Swift." And it's just great stories on that. You hear nothing but positive things. And then you have one person. He had to earn his degree. She got a doctorate handed to her, basically being facetious with his comment. I personally know this guy. He's always trying to stir the pot. So, I mean, it's whatever. It's not whatever, but it is whatever. And it's just stuff like that. You literally are handed good people, good things, and somebody is out there to always just turn it upside down and just be like, I don't know. You have to be an absolute miserable person. This person I know personally, I know he's stirring the pot because he's just an ass clown, and that's just what he does. But there are people that would literally take that for all seriousness. I know, Lucky. It's sad that people be mean to Taylor.
Yeah.
Can you hear him?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh my
funny.
God, I got to take this beanie off. I look like a horse's ass in it. I look better bold. I got a fresh dye and a fresh cut yesterday by myself.
That's
So
what's up.
if I freeze to death, then you'll know why, because I'm an idiot. But back on track with football. It's gotten to a point now that we're so far deep into being the villains. Lucky Balboa. We are so far deep on being the villains that I just absolutely love it. When people are just bitching and moaning and complaining, like, "Oh my God, they did it again. How they do it? They cheated." Blah, 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 blah. Okay, loser mentality.
Yep.
Loser.
Yep.
Future. You can't see my finger pointing at Bishop, but I'm pointing at him. Future and future Hall of Famers are saying loser mentality. Boo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try harder.
It's sad, man. I mean, like I said last week or the week before on the show, if the Chiefs are cheating and the Shield or the NFL knows that they're cheating, then that says a lot about the franchise that you guys cheer for and pay your money to go see your team play for, because they're not standing up to the shit.
Nope.
That says a lot. So not only are you spewing out loser mentality, you're a dumbass also, because you're paying to go see your team get cheated out by the NFL.
Let me spend $500 on a midsection seat and spend $25 on a 12 ounce of beer and $6 for a hot dog and not do anything but bitch.
And know that we're gonna lose because the refs in the NFL is in the Chiefs' favor always.
God almighty. It blows my mind. It doesn't blow my mind because first and foremost, anybody who knows me or has a idea of me knows I don't talk politics by any means. I don't like. It's one thing about sports because we can jab at each other and it's all fun and games for the most part. When it comes to politics, it's a little bit more personal, and I don't like that route. But the fact of the matter is, ever since I God forgive me, ever since the first run with Donald Trump, with the whole initiation of the term fake news and this and that, yada, yada, people will literally believe anything.
Oh yeah.
That they see or hear or read without actually doing any type of research whatsoever. If you're watching me on the live feed right now on YouTube, you see me grasping at the top of my nose and between my eyes because I'm literally having an aneurysm right now just talking about this. But the fact of the matter is, people will literally believe everything and anything without any type of research whatsoever. There is, I understand, maybe. I know I was a very disgruntled anti-Patriots fan because Tom Brady and the Pats were always winning. And I never understood why. I was angry because of the fact that, you know, whatever quarterback was running at that time, it could have been Alex, it could have been Trent, it could have been whoever. You know, why can't we be like them?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And then finally in 2015, we finally freaking got it. But to have that much of a loser mentality just blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You're feeding to the narrative. You're feeding to what everybody is saying because you have no other excuse. It's kind of like when the soon-to-be was elected the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and all I heard in Southeast Kansas, and people were literally asking, all they had to do was answer, a legitimate answer. What has he done to make this country great?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he says it like it is. I don't give a fuck. That
He
has
says
nothing to
it
do with
like
anything.
it is.
I say things how things are, and that
Doesn't mean I'm qualified.
No. If it,
Is it-
okay, let me sidebar. Okay. I know I'm off tracking here, but we're having fun right now. I have a dispatch officer who is straight up Indian, like me, except he actually has the accent. I don't, because according to him, because he asked me, how long were you in India? And I was like, I was there for 6 weeks, and then I was flown out to Queens, New York, where I was adopted. He's like, oh, no, you're, and I can't do the accent. I already have a Southern accent. I'm just hiding it. But, he's talking to me in his Indian descent accent. And he's like, oh, no, you might've been born from India, but you're not Indian. You're all American. And right then and there, Hulk Hogan's theme music was playing in the back of my head. Where I was going with that was, I promise you, I'm not qualified to be president. This entire country would be blown to bits if I was behind that desk. But I am more qualified as an American than that sumbitch, because I promise you that. God dang. When did you ever see a Middle Eastern in a truck with Copenhagen wintergreen long cut in his mouth, just spewing out to Taylor Swift and doing all this other bullshit? And he's got himself a rifle, getting ready to go deer hunting, make himself some deer jerky, and got his boots and his camouflage on. And boy, howdy, he's having beverages like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't even know.
It's so weird, man, because like all it takes, I don't know, like it's amazing to see how many people, like how easily people can be influenced and brainwashed. And I don't know if it's because of social media, the access that, people can access misinformation so easily now. Because I remember growing up, and I don't recall people being brainwashed or believing just any fucking thing growing up. Like I at the number, like you can tell somebody that, oh, this is white, and they will swear up and down that it's black. And you're like, all because somebody told them that it's black. And you're like, bro, I'm showing you it's white. And it's weird as hell. It's so weird, bro. Like it's frustrating, is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It is. Just for fun, when I was a bartender, I convinced somebody for 2 years that I was actually white, but I was pigmented to a permanent tan. Swear to God on everything holy. You've met me. You've seen me.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm the whitest Middle Eastern you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
But dude legitimately thought, just because I said one thing, that I was Caucasian. And that's how he was fooled for 2 years. Needless to say, in his defense, he really isn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, and it's not just because of that. I mean, it's one of those things where if you met the dude, you completely understand.
Yeah.
But with that,
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
With that being said, we are going to go ahead and give our respects to some other team players that are part of IE Sports. And then we are finally going to talk about why the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. We're going to break down the game. We're going to talk about the upcoming game against the Texans. I believe it's who they are. And then we're going to get right back to it. So, folks, Do not leave. We will be right back. This is KC Sports right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Folks, we'll be right back.
Are you a fan of Buffalo sports? Are you thinking of changing loyalties and becoming a Buffalo sports fan? Do you even know where Buffalo is on the map? Did you know Canada is closer to Buffalo than New York City? Welcome to the Buffalo Huddle, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm your host, Patty Bax. This is a podcast designed for you, the passionate sports fan. I know you love your sports. Who doesn't? I cover Buffalo sports and so much more by bringing in the human elements. I call it Buffalo sports with a twist. Join me as we take a journey into the world of Buffalo sports. I guarantee you'll fall in love with Buffalo just like I did. Each week we start with an inspiration, question of the day, a Buffalo fun fact, and our weekly challenge to you, the listener. Come huddle up with me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time for the Buffalo Huddle with Patty Bax on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. As we say in Buffalo, go Bills!
The light is red, the kids are in bed, which means it is time for Mile High Musings with me, Aaron Yowell, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's up, Pittsburgh? This is Ralph Calise, the host of the Injury Report on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Are you that passionate diehard Steelers, Penguins, Pirates, or just a Pittsburgh sports fan? Then please join me on the Injury Report every Tuesday on IE Sports Radio, the direct feed for all that is sports. And I will update you on all that's black and gold, have you telling your Pittsburgh fans and friends what's up with Pittsburgh sports. Tune in Tuesday with me, Ralph Calise, the Injury Report on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is KC Sports right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Folks, it's that time. Why are the Chiefs the Kansas City Chiefs? First and foremost, we have signed, as of a few hours ago, we have signed veteran cornerback Steve Nelson to the practice squad. Tell me about it, Bishop. Tell me about it. Tell the folks.
Well, I understand the depth. I understand we need depth at cornerback. As you see, our players are freaking going down left and right. It's first off, across the NFL, man, injuries have been an issue all season long. A lot of teams missing key players. The Chiefs, like I said, we're missing a ton of key players. Cornerback has been a slight issue, and Williams just went down last night. Night, and so they have signed the veteran Steven Nelson, cornerback from. He was a free agent. He was on the Texans last year. The thing is, he used to be a Kansas City Chief. And a lot of people are, I get it. There's a lot of fans that are a little bit edgy about this due to the fact that when he was no longer a Kansas City Chief, he had a lot of shit to say.
Yep. Kind of like LaShawn McCoy. So I can understand the frustration from some, the bad taste that he left for some, but also this is a business. The Chiefs are on a mission to do the undone, and we need him. We kind of need him. So we do.
I'm good. Just as long as he come in and take care of business and he treated as such, he understand exactly what we got going on here. He understand. I mean, like I said, he's been here before. But you got to understand when he was here, and I can understand his frustration too, because I probably would have talked shit too. The DC, the defensive coordinator at the time, was Bob Sutton. So I more than likely would have talked shit also, because we know how Bob Sutton had lost. He lost the players. He lost the defense, man. Everyone turned on. Like it was a sideshow. So
it was.
I don't blame him. Like I said, I probably would have talked shit too, because like I said, you see injuries happening. Christian McCaffrey just came back from an injury, went right back out with an injury. Your season can be done. Your career can be done in a blink of an eye in the NFL. So if you got me on a team where the defensive coordinator don't know his ear from his elbow, then. And respect to Bob Sutton, because he used to be, that guy. But at some point, you kind of you want to play for something more than just, a first round a first round exit.
Yep.
So
no, you're absolutely right. I had to laugh. Maybe it's my PTSD. I completely forgot about Bob Sutton.
I forgot about Bob Sutton. Like, it's crazy. I forgot all about Bob Sutton, and then someone's like, yeah, Bob's. I'm like, oh fuck. And then my phone broke over the weekend.
Talk about Todd Haley and what's
$400 fucking dollars to fix my phone, which I haven't done yet. So I had to go back to an old Chinese phone that I used to have. And
please tell me it's a Nokia. Please tell me it's a Nokia.
No. It's what is it, Xiaomi or whatever the hell it is.
Oh shit.
So it used to be a good phone, so I have to use this. And so I'm going through the old photos, and I have screenshots of goddamn Bob Sutton in my phone, dude.
No, you don't.
So I'm like, yeah. I probably was using them to talk shit about Bob Sutton at the time. I don't know.
And this is why TikTok is being banned on January 19th.
Exactly. So welcome back, Steven Nelson, to the kingdom. Like I said, you're here for a reason. That reason is to put in work and do good, kind of help McDuffie out. McDuffie did a hell of a job last night. And Nazi Johnson and everybody, they're all doing their best. They all fighting for one thing, and that's the three-peat. That's what we call them, Chinese phones, because that's what it is.
That's what it is. Hell, I mean, if we didn't have the
It's
Nokia back in the day, I mean, we had some sort of a rendition of that subbitch.
Yeah, it's let's see if I can pull it up real quick. It's a I don't know how the hell, I don't know, but it was let me see here. Let's see.
Is this where I say the points and views of Bishop with This Is KC Sports is not?
No, seriously, we call it you call it a Chinese phone because that's technically what it is. I had to buy it when I bought it. I had to buy it through like a outside. I couldn't go to like T-Mobile or somebody and get it.
Yeah. Like so eBay? Like eBay?
Yeah, I had to get it off of shit. Hell, it was probably Alibaba or something. I don't even remember where I got it from, man.
My dad?
Huh?
You got it from my dad?
From your dad? Those are your words, buddy.
I'm canceling myself.
It's oh
Son
shit
of a bitch.
dude. It's a Xiaomi Mi 9, bro. That's where let's see here. I don't know. A Xiaomi, I guess.
Did you get it off Temu? Is what Darren is saying.
Temu wasn't a thing at the time. I don't think it wasn't a thing at the time. Taryn, no, it was either Alibaba, fucking, oh shoot, I don't know who else was around, but Temu was not a thing at the time.
Nope.
When I got it, yeah.
eBay, I think, was just announced off of the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Yeah, it wasn't eBay. It was because it's on the phone is probably a good maybe 5 or 6 years old. It's a Xiaomi Mi 9 XIAOMI. That's
huh.
So it's a Chinese company phone, so we call them Chinese phones, bro.
Yeah.
And they got the thing is they are flagship phones. Like it's a flagship phone, bro, but it didn't cost flagship phone price.
No,
like it has a great processor in it and all that. I mean, for what it was back then, it had a good processor. Like I said, it's been around for 7 years, man. And it still works pretty damn good. Like
listen,
I said,
it's one of those things that when I was first in the phone business, you got creative with everything. You got creative. Motorola, Samsung, not Nokia, Jesus, whatever, iPhone, Apple, whatever. You learn a lot of the functions and the capabilities of what. Yeah, see?
It's a Mi 9, MI 9, and like you said, Samsung and all that. So my phone that broke was a Samsung Z Flip 5, and I was on it at work, and it was working fine, and all of a sudden, the screen wasn't responding to touch anymore. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with my phone? And I was like, you know what? Let me reboot it. Maybe it's out of calibration or some shit. I don't know.
Yep.
So I rebooted, and when I turned it back on, the screen it was gone. It looked like, when you crack a screen or something and the pixels are all dead. That's what it looked like. My screen is fine, but it's just the pixels are gone. And then you could look at the phone where the crease is, where it folds at, where the hinges. You can see where the pixels were dying at. I'm like, motherfucker, I only had the phone for a year. I called. It's going to cost $400 to fix. And like I said, I only had it for a year. So guess what that means? It is just now outside of the warranty window.
Oh my God.
So Samsung was like, yeah. They can't do shit about it.
Oh my God. Nobody cancel me. Do we have another show after this?
I don't know, but we're going to have to speed it up.
Yep. Let's go ahead and speed it up because I just looked at the time.
Yeah, all I did too. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Chargers, Chiefs, final score 19-17. It was a back-to-back battle. It shouldn't have been a back-to-back battle, but I'm sticking with my battle that the reason why it was so close is because Roger Goodell is tired of blowout games. He wants tight games for the ratings.
That's right.
I'm
That's
sticking
right.
with that. That's
That's
exactly what's all said and void. Chi-Town Weekly and Set Point. That's what it is. And thank you, Taryn, for that as well. I knew something was coming up, so we gotta do our thing. This is going to be the battle run here. So with that being said,
Is there something like what? Didn't you say like a Chicken Nugget King or something?
the Chicken Nugget King has been canceled,
Oh shit. Okay.
and Chi-Town Weekly
Yeah.
and Set Point.
And Set Point. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew there were shows coming up. Chicken.
What
I
show was
about
that?
him, and yeah, that's for another story. But anyways, game did not need to be that close. Taryn said it best. The Chargers were starting 2 5th-round picks at corner yesterday. So the fact that they could hold on to whatever the gimmick is.
Didn't know that. That's good to know. That's good to know.
That is good to know. So you want to know something? Maybe we don't have to,
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
screw it.
But-
We got some people watching. We're making up for time for, everybody getting on. What have you?
What are the odds? What are the odds that the Chiefs win back-to-back games with the exact same goddamn score? Raiders game was 17-19. Chargers game 17-19.
First and foremost, thank you very much, Taryn. Because I
Yeah.
promise you, I'm not a dumbass. It's just like Bishop. It's a Monday. No disrespect.
Here comes a
to anyone.
StreamYard. I'm a dumbass, so
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, let's hurry up and get out of their way because, I
Yeah.
know that. Well, Terrence show and Chi-Town Weekly starts like an hour after we're typically done, I believe. So maybe.
I'm 50-50 on that because I can't remember. I'm just having a weird day today. I promise you, I'm not irresponsible. But yeah, no. Raiders 17-19.
Yeah. Chargers 17-19.
17-19.
Same division, back-to-back games. That shit's crazy.
It is crazy, and I don't think it's a coincidence. I mean, it's a crazy ass coincidence, but I don't think it's a coincidence. I think there is just something in the water. I don't want to spoil this because of the fact that I know. Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Here's what's going down. As soon as Taylor came and started dating Travis, Roger Goodell was like, I could make money off of this.
Yeah.
I could have new families be a part of the NFL universe because of Taylor. Let's see where this goes here.
Yeah.
Well, the Chiefs are America's team now. We've got to make them win the Super Bowl.
Which
Let's
is
write
weird.
that in the script.
Which is weird. We're American team, but motherfuckers hate us.
Well, I mean,
So technically, I guess we're not American team. It's just, we're American villains. How about that?
the rest of the world hates America. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of a double edge. So then, we won the Super Bowl. We didn't have Taylor and whatnot when we lost to Tom Brady in the Chiefs Bucks Super Bowl, but then we came back. We had Taylor. We won that Super Bowl against the Eagles, which I am still extremely upset that Amazon Prime and NFL has not produced the last Super Bowl. I honestly think it's because of Taylor, which sucks because that was a hell of a season. That was a hell of a season. Now, with that being said, Taylor just finished the Eras Tour yesterday.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Hell of a tour.
Hey, Swifties, I got like some student loans that I wouldn't mind getting. 'Tis the season's forgiven.
I got some medical bills.
Hey, Taylor, if you watching, I got some student loans. Hey, I'll take a cool 20 grand. That's they're more than that, but beggars can't be choosy. So
I've been instructed to leave Taylor out of this, so I need to be. I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't really mean it. I'm just putting. Anyways, now that Taylor is done, she's going to be I'm going to assume she's going to be at the games a lot more. On top of that, the Chiefs are doing this. They have a hell of a of a streak going on. I'm not even worried about the Buffalo game. No offense, Patty, but I'm not. That was a well-deserved win by Buffalo. But the fact of the matter is now we're going for a three-peat. That's what all that matters. We won the division. 9 years in a row. We are 2 under from tying the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Patrick for how long? And Andy for how long? And Travis and Chris for how long? That's insane. I wonder why NBC is going to be televising the Super Bowl this year. Normally it goes to Fox, CBS, then NBC, but now Fox is taking the reins.
Is it because it's Brady on Fox?
Yep.
That's probably why.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because of Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Which, how do you think he's doing as far as a, analyst or whatever?
He's not bad.
It's not bad, but it seems forced. Like it seems there's a little cringe to it. Like it just don't feel right. It don't like when he's talking. It's I don't know. It doesn't sit too well with me. It just seems cringy as hell. I don't know why. I like Brady, but it just don't seem like the role for him.
There are people, and mind you, when I graduated from Pitt State with communication sports broadcasting, which I'm using favorably as a dispatch officer.
I don't know how, man. I don't know.
Listen, some of the officers are just like, is that really you? Because you can alter your voice pretty well.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know how this guy ain't in radio or something, but okay, go ahead.
My good old days with KKNW 860 AM Pittsburgh Joplin. But I have worked with college kids and whatnot when it comes to commentary and play-by-play and this and that, what have you. I always tell them, you've got to imagine not being in a position where you have to paint the picture. You don't need to give every single detail. You don't need to be like, Chris Jones is wearing a nose Band-Aid like Neil Smith back in the day. We see that. They see that. You just kind of have to groove and put in your opinions of why the Chiefs or whoever did said plays. And you have to obviously call the action. I mean, obviously we see it. I think that I have some beef with Mitch Holthus sometimes because it's just like, I'm traveling. I literally cannot watch. I need to know what the hell is going on. And I get it. Trust me, I completely understand. You cannot paint a Picasso painting in 5 minutes. You've got to, there's a theory and there is a chemistry on how you produce yourself to the listeners, especially on radio. When it comes to television, obviously we visually see it, but tell us why they chose that.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I don't know. I don't know if that was something that he might have been coached on, or if it's kind of like a Jason Kelce thing where it's just like, hey, you're Jason Kelce and hey, you're Tom Brady. We want to sign you. So then you continue to represent the organization as well and still make some money.
I haven't heard Jason Kelce do much, but I hear Tom Brady and I'm like I said, it's not the worst, but it's not the best neither. And it's just, I don't know.
I would consider him a little bit better than Chris Collinsworth.
I think everyone would.
Yeah.
Chris Collinsworth, that mother, oh man, the way he was sitting there calling out Jawan Taylor and every damn snap, bro. He's doing it again. Well,
how are the Chiefs going to respond to this?
Yeah, if the refs let you get away with it, I guess. I'm like, shut the hell up.
I guess. Oh my God, it's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah. So we are on to who? The Texans?
I believe we're going down to
Browns is next, right?
Oh, I believe so, but I'm just going to trust my trustworthy Chiefs AFC West Championship app.
There you go. The Browns is next. December 15th, Sunday at noon.
And then, I know somebody who is going to be representing Pittsburgh here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's the game I'm waiting for.
So the good news, at least for right now, unless I get terrible news that my schedule is changing once again, at least for the rest of the season up until week 18, I will be able to watch the Chiefs games. If they change my schedule and I'll be working 8 to 4 on Sunday, I'm really going to be pissed.
Yeah.
And I will. You can put this on record. I will sacrifice my job to watch the Chiefs game because I am that stupid and I am that insane. But I'll do it. I'll do it. This future Hall of Famer will do it. Vote for Bishop and I.
There you go.
Vote for Bishop and I.
We're crazy.
God almighty.
We're crazy.
I actually had, I just received a text, and I think this is very validated here. Tom Brady can do a lot, but being a commentator isn't his strong suit. He doesn't have the super outgoing personality. No,
he
does not.
Nope.
It's
And
like
that's
Joe Tessitore with WWE. It enrages me because with the art of professional wrestling, you are supposed to, even though we visually see what's going on, show some excitement that somebody is like appearing after weeks after being injured. Show some excitement that there is a title change. Show some excitement that CM Punk is challenging frickin' Cody Rhodes or whatever. Oh, well, CM Punk just came out here. What do you think about that, Wade? But, bro!
This ain't golf.
This ain't golf.
What the
Use your
hell?
voice.
Yeah.
That is absolutely right. And
Yeah.
thank you for the text message. That is absolutely right. There is no personality. You got to have personality. You can't be stale cracker. And I don't mean that racially. I mean that like you ever bite into a brisket cracker gimmick? And it's just stale. It's just like, oh, I was so excited because you smell good, but you taste like shit. That's exactly the kind of same feel I get with some of these people. Just because of who you are doesn't mean you're actually good. You talk. You do huddles. You yell at your coaches. This and that. Blah 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 blah. But my God. Am I a Mitch Holthus? Am I a Jim Ross? Am I a Bob Costas? No, but I know I'm damn good at my job because, Pittsburgh State University wouldn't have trusted me for like 3 years behind the microphone by myself when a kid younger or, whatever the case ended up with like a family emergency or they had pneumonia. They just woke up with 104 temperature. There's no freaking way that they're going to be out in the cold when it was like 10 degrees trying to call play-by-play for Pitt State football. Absolutely not. Guess who did? Me. You want to know why? Because I'm a dumbass. And maybe that's the reason why my immune system is so great right now. I don't know. Maybe I did myself a favor. But Lord Almighty, where do you think this game's going to go? Thank you. Yes, go to the Twitter, find me, and find Bishop. Make sure that you vote.
Yeah.
Vote for us. Vote for us on the Twitter and on the Book of Face and on the Gram and on the TikTok. God bless if it gets banned on January 19. And on the Tube of You, check out IE Sports Radio. You're not going to find our direct page, but scroll on down on the YouTube. You'll be able to see us right now simply because of the fact we're live. You can go on our Twitter at @this_IESR. Of course, you can also, you can also follow me at Real Franchise. And then, of course, follow my man Bishop with X Runners with a Z at the end. Bishop, timing out here. Where do you think the game is going to go against Cleveland?
17-19 Chiefs.
Let's just go for the three-peat. I'm telling you this right now. If we do this again, back to back, the same score,
everybody else just stay at home at that point.
Just stay home.
Just have the Super Bowl and just say, the Chiefs won.
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game because you can't see Winston. Now, the thing that I want to see the most out of this game, I love Jameis Winston. That guy is one of my favorite players in the league. I've said it time and time before, but he cannot get away from those interceptions.
No.
I want to see Trent McDuffie or Justin Reed. Somebody have a goddamn interception.
Yep.
Like, there's no reason why we can't get an interception against Cleveland.
No.
It's
No,
almost like Winston wants to give everybody an interception. So
Yeah. It this is not the same. It's completely not the same. I was playing hockey last night, and of course, got to represent Taryn because I was playing as my Anaheim Mighty Ducks, and I was taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Apparently, Pittsburgh Penguins for the 24 NHL game series, they don't have the greatest goalies in the world. They don't have the greatest defense in the world. So here I am. I've got the Mighty Ducks theme music playing in my AirPods off of Disney Sirius. And I'm like, knuckle puck, quack, quack, quack. Go for the V, flying V. I mean, I beat that team like 7-1. And that was on normal. So where I'm going at with this is I would like to see the Chiefs go in Madden mode on easy and just get interception or fumble recovery or something that would just be absolutely ideal to really just make the defense more of a juggernaut than what it is, what it could be. And then the offense just taking all of that fuel, all of that vibes, and just opening up a can of whoop ass when they go and give it to Pop or give it to Kareem or give it to D-Hop or give it to Worthy or Travis or whoever.
It'll be nice.
Play it to play.
It'll be nice to see a Kareem Hunt revenge game, even though I know there's no bad blood there between him and Cleveland. But it'll be nice to see him go off for about 2 or 3 touchdowns. However, we're going to have to see a lot of running, and the reason is because of Myles Garrett.
Yep.
If Mahomes is getting touched a lot by all these other pass rushers.
I was impressed by DJ Humphries. I really was. I think he did a great job.
For your first game, no training camp, no, OTAs, none of that crap, in 11 months, your first game in 11 months, you got all that stuff in one. You're getting the practice squad, the training camp and all that crap, and games all in one game. He did pretty well. Now, hopefully his hamstring is all right. But I think he did good.
I mean, I think he did well. Was I expecting him to be, an automatic wall just because of the fact that during camp or whatever the case may be, practice, he was a quote unquote nuisance, to the defense. No, I didn't, because you can hold your own.
Yeah,
with your own players.
Exactly.
It's the other players.
It's the other players
teams
who don't give a shit.
Yep.
Your players is not trying to hurt you because they know you're coming back, from a serious injury, weighing 300 something pounds. I don't want to knock you over and possibly re-injure something. So yeah, no one's going to go hard. But other teams, they don't care.
Do you think just because of the fact that he's friends with them, you think Max Crosby is going to lighten the load a little bit because he's friends with Patrick Mahomes? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. No. So nobody else is expected to do that either. Myles Garrett, he's just insane, dude. He's still insane. He's still Myles Garrett. So, I mean, what I would like to see from next week's game is simply I would like to see Pop and Hunt do their business. I would like for Pat to do not so much crazy plays. I would suggest like I'm a part of the organization. I would be invested if he did crazy plays such as Hail Marys and this and that. Say the third quarter, where you still have time to redeem yourself if you screw up. Keep it short and simple. Do a 10, 15-yard pass to Travis.
Check it down every time, dude. Just check it down. We don't need the highlight reels. We don't need them.
No, we don't. We've gone past that.
We're past that. Yep.
We're past that. Just do the run game. Do some short passes or medium passes to Hop and Travis and whoever else, and just keep it easy. Save some strain. I mean, play hard. Save some strain though. You got 1, 2, 3 or 4 games left in the season before postseason, and Might as well be 1,000% healthy instead of
Cruise
just,
out of it. Yep.
I don't know. That's just me being a couch coach. What do I know? Honestly, I was second string to Darren Sproles. I never played.
Mm-hmm.
Damn you, Darren! Vote for franchise, Hall of Fame, and Bishop. I found my shirt.
That's
Vote
nice,
for me.
man. I like that shirt. Yep. I got to get something. So
I think there is a mishap. They gave me a.
they get you the V-neck.
Yeah.
That's because I bet you Larry B be wearing V-necks, dude.
Hey.
Because you got y'all all ripped up. I'm sure that's Larry B's fault, man.
I'm going to assume it was a compliment. Because if not, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and even Lucky is judging me. So,
like that ain't just a V-neck. That's a deep V-neck. Like what the hell?
let me tell you, if I was a female and I had cleavage, boy howdy, this song
That's
would be
what I'm saying.
rocking.
That's Lucky. Like
It's like,
that's not your shirt. It's not yours. It's not yours.
why don't you put your hoodie back on with my face on it, Dad? Noted. Judged by my 2-year-old. Oh shit!
I can't wait. I think Jen B is on tomorrow. I am going to try to jump in her show possibly, and because I'm sure she's going to talk about the upcoming game.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I'm going to have to chime in too if I get the chance and what have you. I would love to have a conversation with her. Jen B, Miss Patty, of course, Taryn. Everybody has just been very supportive of the show and of you and me and what have you. Thank you guys for sticking around. I know we kind of had a late start, but we tried to even it out and take care of the difference and what have you. Obviously, if you have any type of questions, I'm going to be keeping my eyes on Eagle Point when it comes to our Twitter interactions. So make sure you're following us at thisisKC_IESR. If Bishop doesn't do it, or if something doesn't come arise and something does for me, I will be tweeting out and what have you, give you guys some updates, this and that, just as much as he will. Also, our personal pages are on there as well, at Real Franchise, where you can follow me and deal with my shenanigans. And then if you want to go from a 9 down to maybe a 6 or a 7, depending on, if there's a big game or what have you, you can follow my man Bishop at XRunners with a Z at the end. We try and interact with everybody and anybody. We appreciate everybody that has watched us live, that's been listening to us in the week's end and what have you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to actually go to thisisKC_IESR. Follow or look for the poll where it says our names on it and make sure you vote for us. It would be a really fun honor to be a part of the IESR Hall of Fame family. That is something that I know that I would love to have since, comeback story of the year. No, I'm kidding.
There you go.
But
I like it.
Folks, we are going to go ahead and wrap it up. I think we've bored everybody to death long enough. But thank you so much for everybody supporting us and following us and listening to us, watching us, if you will, new viewers, regular viewers, whatever the case may be. We appreciate you guys so much. If you're ever watching us on YouTube, please go ahead and post in the live chat. We will interact with you. We will do stuff. If you're watching us right now, we'll do stuff like that and highlight your comment so it's shown to everybody, pending circumstances.
Yeah.
Let us do the expletives and anyways, guys, thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. I just love the show. I love being a part of it. I love hanging out with Bishop once a week. This is what we do. This is what we're passionate about. This is what we love. And going forward, we hope to make this even more of a bigger.
I just killed you. I don't know how, but I can't hear you now because of this. It's weird. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it killed you. I don't know. It's goofy. Oh, well. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see y'all next week. Stay on the lookout. Up next is Set Point and Chi-Town Weekly. Thanks for hanging around. I don't know what happened. We'll see y'all next week, maybe. I don't know. But peace out.